Well, stormwater detention facilities, usually not very attractive, but Norwood Development Group is changing that at the new Interquest Marketplace just east of I-25. Mike Boyd with the Colorado Springs Business Journal is here to talk a little bit more about this trend of trying to make them look better. Let's talk about where this location is. A lot of people probably, if you're driving I-25 just north of Academy, Briargate Parkway, you see the new Renaissance Hotel being built there by the Hollywood Theater. That's the area we're talking about,
That's
correct?
the area we're talking about. And what they're trying to do is make sure that their stormwater facilities blend into the buildings and the whole atmosphere that they're trying to create in that area, and that it's not just utilitarian concrete, barbed wire, move the water out, make sure it gets away.
Yeah, well, that's what we typically see. Now, it's necessary. These facilities are necessary, right? I mean, they're part of the project, and there's a purpose for them.
They are necessary. They gather the water as we have heavy rain or heavy snow, and they make sure that that water gets dispersed. So it is necessary to have, but what developers are starting to think about is how they can make those an amenity, really an attraction to their development, whether it be commercial or residential, where it's not an eyesore and where it doesn't take away from all the other planning and all the other hard work that they've done.
Right, and they've got to put up some money early. I'm sure it costs a pretty penny to do this. What are the plans for this particular location?
This particular location is going to have walking trails. It's going to have a plaza where people can gather. It's got street lights. So it's really not going to look like your average concrete canal or ditch that's surrounded by barbed wire that you don't want somebody to fall into. They shy away from calling it a pond because it's not always going to be full of water.
Depends on the rainfall.
Depends on rainfall, depends on snow, things like that. But hopefully it's going to be one of those things that's going to attract people. It's going to be visually appealing. It is going to cost generally about 4 times as much to do something like this than it would just to put in your basic stormwater retention facility. But they're hoping that it's going to be worth it because they're going to get more people to come in, and it's going to be more appealing to tenants.
This is all under construction right now. Any idea on how long this will take? Because I assume this will take a little bit longer than just putting in the concrete.
It does take a little longer than just putting in the concrete. As I said, they're building trails and a walkway system. But it's one of those things that probably when it's finished, it's really going to enhance the property.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing as it develops, and everyone is, I know I pass by that on a regular basis, and so it looks like a nice area. I'm curious to see how it all turns out.
It will be nice.
All right, you can read more about this story in the current issue of the Colorado Springs Business Journal. Mike Boyd, we'll see you back here on Friday.